Hi guys! Welcome to ACTV. So for this video, ang pag-aaralan natin is the Midsegment Theorem and the theorems on Isosceles Trapezoid. Okay? So let's start with the Midsegment Theorem. When we say Midsegment Theorem, it says that the median of a trapezoid is parallel to each base and its length is 1/2 of the sum of the length of the bases. So if we're going to consider this trapezoid with its median, let's say that this trapezoid is trapezoid ABCD with median, let's say, XY. So the length of this median XY is just 1/2. Okay, 1/2 of the sum. When we say sum, addition of the bases. When we say bases, we are referring to the parallel sides of the given trapezoid. So kung i-consider natin yung trapezoid na to, ang parallel sides natin ay side AB and side BC. So we have AB plus BC. Okay? So this is the formula in finding the median of this given trapezoid. Or you can also write it as, so we have XY is equal to AB plus BC divided by 2. This is also equal as writing 1/2 AB plus DC. So we have XY is equal to AB plus DC divided by 2 or over 2. Okay? So let's try to apply this mid-segment theorem in solving some problems. Let's have this example number 1. Okay? So we are given a trapezoid in which the bases is equal. So itong base 1 is equal to 12. Then yung pangalawang base naman ay 18. So we need to find the measure of this median. So yung x. So if we're going to solve, we have x is equal to, ang gagawin lang natin ay i-add yung ating mga bases. So we have 12 plus 18. Then yung sagot ay i-divide lang natin sa 2. Okay? So simplifying, we have 12 plus 18, that will give you 30. Then divided by 2. So 30 divided by 2, that will give you 15. Therefore, the value of x or the measure of x is equal to 15. This is the length of the median. Okay? Next. For example, number 2. So, given ulit yung ating mga bases and we need to find the measure of the median. So, ganun lang ulit. All you need to do is to add the 2 bases. So, we have 5 plus 11 and then divide nyo lang ulit sa 2. Okay? So, 5 plus 11, that will give you 16. Then, over 2. Okay? So, divide nyo lang. X is equal to 16 divided by 2, that will give you 8. Okay? So, this median measures 8. So, ganun lang yung gagawin. Ganun na siya kadali. I-add lang natin yung length ng bases and then divided by 2, that is equal to the measure of the median. Okay? So, for number 3, so, meron ulit tayong trapezoid. But this time, given yung median, ang hinahanap natin ay length ng isang base. So, ganun lang ulit. So, iyaano lang natin na yung median natin, which is 14, yung median, that is equal to 11 plus x. Ito yung bases natin. So, we have 11 and x. Then divided by 2. Then simplify nyo lang. So, let's do cross multiplication. 14 times 2, that will give us 28. Is equal to 11 plus x. So, ang hinahanap natin ay value ng x. Ibig sabihin itong 11, ililipat natin dito sa kabila. So, magiging 28. Yung positive 11, pag nilipat natin sa kabila, magiging negative 11 is equal to x. And if you're going to subtract 28 and 11, this will give you 17. So, ibig sabihin, yung value ng x or yung isang base natin, ang measure ay 17. Okay? So, ganito lang natin i-solve yung mga length ng bases or ng median ng isang given trapezoid. Okay, let's have another example. Okay, this time, we need to find the measure of the bases and the measure of the median. So, given yung median natin na 2x plus 1, and the bases measures x plus 5, and the other base measures 4x plus 10. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? Again, yung median natin, which is, so the median, again, the median is base 1 plus base 2, i-divide lang natin sa 2. Okay? So, anong given measure ng median natin? We have, substitute lang, 2x plus 1 is equal to, ano yung measure ng isang base natin? We have x plus 5. Then plus. Ano yung measure ng ikalawang base? So, we have 4x minus 10. Then over 2. Simplify lang natin. So, by cross multiplication, yung 2 na to, i-multiply natin by 2 times 2x plus 1. Then dito, combine lang natin yung like term. So, yung x at saka 4x. So, we have x plus 4x. This will give us 5x. And then, 5 minus 10, dahil magkaiba ng sign, isusubtract natin. And we're going to copy the sign of the greater number, which is 10. So, minus, and then 10 minus 5 is 5. So, simplify natin to, distributive property. Yung 2, i-multiply lang sa 2x at i-multiply sa 1. 2 times 2x, that will give us 4x. And then 2 times 1, that will give us 2. So, this is equal to 5x minus 5. Okay? So, yung simplify natin by combining like terms, lahat ng may mga variable ilagay natin sa left side, then lahat ng constant ilagay natin sa right side. So, we have here 4x. Pag nilipat natin yung positive 5x, magiging negative 5x. And then, we have negative 5. Pag nilipat yung positive 2, magiging negative 2. Okay? So, we have 4x minus 5x. So, dahil magkaiba, isusubtract natin. We have 4 minus 5. That will give us negative 1. So, yung 1, no need to write. We have negative x is equal to negative 5 minus 2. This will give us negative 7. So, dahil negative yung x, gagawin natin positive by multiplying both sides by negative 1. So, negative times negative, this will give us positive x is equal to negative times negative, this will give us positive 7. So, this is now the value of x. We can now use this value para makuha natin yung measure ng base natin, ng mga bases natin, at ng median. So, dun muna tayo sa median, which is equal to 2x plus 1. So, all we need to do is to substitute the value of x. We have 2 times the value of x, which is 7, plus 1. So, 2 times 7, that will give us 14 plus 1. Therefore, the median measures 15 units. Okay? So, again, the median is equal to 15. Now, then tayo sa base 1. Base 1, so let's say we have x plus 5. So again, substitute lang yung value ng x. We have 7 plus 5. Therefore, base 1 is equal to 7 plus 5. That will give us 12. This is now the measure of base 1. This is equal to 12. Now, for the second base, so we have base 2 is equal to 4x minus 10. Substitute lang ulit. We have 4 times the value of x, which is 7, minus 10. So, 4 times 7, that will give you 28, minus 10. So, simplifying, ang ating base 2 ay 28 minus 10. This will give us 18. Okay? So, yung base 2 natin is equal to 18. Kung i-check nyo yan, add nyo lang yung measure ng bases natin. So, 12 plus 18, that will give you 30 divided by 2 para makuha yung measure ng median. So, 30 divided by 2, that is equal to 50. Okay, so therefore, our answer is correct. We have the bases, which is equal to 12 and 18. And the median is equal to 50. Okay? So, to continue, let's have solving problems involving isosceles trapezoid. So, ano nga ba ulit pag sinabi natin isosceles trapezoid? Again, when we say isosceles trapezoid, it is a trapezoid with congruent legs. Ibig sabihin, if this is trapezoid ABCD, so yung ating legs, those are the non-parallel sides. So, AB is congruent to BC. When we say congruent, kung ano man ang measure ng AD, yun din ang measure ng BC. If AD is equal to 4 meters, therefore BC is also equal to 4 meters since they are congruent. Okay? So, recall natin, ano-ano ba yung theorems natin for trapezoid or isosceles trapezoid. So, first one, the base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Next, we have opposite angles of an isosceles trapezoid are supplementary. And the third one, we are given that the diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. So, isa-isahin natin yung bawat theorem. Let's have the first one. Sabi dito, the base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. So, ibig sabihin, if we are given trapezoid, let's say this is trapezoid ABCD. So, ano-ano ba yung mga base angles natin? First pair is angle A. Ang kapartner ni angle A ay angle B. Next pair is angle B and angle C. So, sabi dito sa theorem natin, the base angles are congruent. So, if angle A, this angle, if angle A measures, let's say, 110 degrees, what is the measure of angle B? Since they are pairs of base angles, ibig sabihin yung, kung ang angle A ay 110, ang angle B ay 110 degrees din. Okay? Kung ang angle D, let's say, angle D is 70 degrees. Therefore, angle C is also equal to 70 degrees. Kasi nga, angle D and angle C are pairs of base angles. Take note that the base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. When we say congruent, they have equal measures. Okay? So, let's have another example. Okay, let's say this is trapezoid MATH. Okay? Let's say that angle M measures 100 degrees. So, ano yung kapartner ng angle M? We have angle A. Kung ang angle M ay 100, ang angle A, 100 degrees din. Okay? Now, congruent naman yung angle H at angle T. Whatever the measure of angle H is also the measure of angle T. Kasi nga, base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Okay? Next. So, for the second theorem, we have the base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. So, example number 3. So, let's say this trapezoid, we have trapezoid ABCD. So, ang sabi dito, in trapezoid ABCD with angle A and angle B as base angles. So, this pair, angle A and angle B are pair of base angles. Given that angle A is x plus 20, ito daw ay x plus 20. At ang angle B naman natin ay 2x. What is the measure of angle A? Okay? So, ano kaya yung measure ng angle A? We're going to solve again. Base angles are congruent. Ibig sabihin, the measure of angle A is just equal to the measure of angle B. Kasi yung angle A at angle B ay pair ng base angle. So, substitute lang natin yung given values. Angle A is x plus 20. And angle B is 2x. Okay, we're going to simplify. Yung may mga variable, ilagay natin sa left side at yung constant, ilagay natin sa right side. So, we have here x. Lipat natin yung 2x from positive, magiging minus 2x is equal to, yung positive 20 magiging minus 20. Okay? So, x minus 2x, this will give us negative x is equal to negative 20. So, para maging positive yung ating variable x, let's multiply both sides by negative 1. So, negative times negative, this will give us positive. And negative 20 times negative 1 is positive 20. So, this is now the value of x. So, ang hinahanap natin is the measure of angle A. We need to find the measure of angle A. And we are given that the measure of angle A is equal to x plus 20 degrees. So, kung isa-substitute lang natin yung value ng x, we have the value of x which is 20 plus 20. Therefore, we can get that the measure of angle A is equal to, we have 40 degrees. So, this is now the measure of angle A. Okay? So, again, if angle A is 40 degrees, therefore, angle B is also equal to 40 degrees. Okay? So, next, let's have theorem number 2. So, theorem number 2 states that the opposite angles of an isosceles trapezoid are supplementary. So, pag sinabi natin opposite, yun yung magkatapat na angle. So, let's say, we have trapezoid A, B, C, D. Pag sinabi nating opposite, magkatapat. So, ano yung mga pares natin ng opposite angles? First pair is angle A and angle C. So, yung angle A at yung angle, itong angle na to, angle A and angle C. So, sila yung magkatapat na angle. Another pair is angle B and angle D. So, pag sinabi nating opposite, ang sabi dito, they are supplementary. Ano bang ibig sabihin pag sinabing supplementary? When we say supplementary angles, ibig sabihin, the sum of those angles is equal to 180 degrees. Okay? So, let's say, if the measure of angle A is, let's say, 100 degrees, ano kaya yung measure ng angle C? If this is 100, sabi supplementary. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan yung value ng angle C, kailangan pag pinag-add natin dun sa measure ng angle A, dapat 180. So, paano gagawin yan? I-subtract nyo lang. 180 minus 100, that will give you 80 degrees. So, that is the measure of angle C. Pag pinag-add 100 plus 80, that is equal to 180 degrees. Okay? Another example. Let's say, this is triangle KLMN. Okay. Let's say angle N measures 75 degrees. If angle N measures 75 degrees, ano kaya ang measure ng angle L? Okay? So, para makuha natin to, subtract lang ulit natin. 180 degrees minus 75. So, pag kinuha nyo to, this will give you 105 degrees. Ibig sabihin, angle L is equal to 105 degrees. Okay, so, basta kailangan pag pinag-add natin, equal sa 180 degrees. Okay, so, that is theorem number 2. Next, let's have another example. Okay, so, for example number 3, let's say this is trapezoid MATH. Now, let's say that angle T measures 35 degrees. If angle T measures 35 degrees, ano kaya ang measure ng angle M? Okay? So, if angle M is the supplement of angle T, ibig sabihin, isusubtract lang natin yung 35 from 180 degrees. And if you subtract 180 by 35, this will give us 145 degrees. Ibig sabihin, angle M measures 145 degrees. Okay? So, next, let's have the third theorem. So, sabi dito, the diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. So, ito ulit tayo sa word na congruent. When we say congruent, they have equal measures. So, for example, number 1, okay, let's say this is trapezoid ABCD. with diagonals AC and BD. So, ang sabi dito, the diagonals are congruent. Ibig sabihin, AC is congruent to BD. Now, kapag ang measure ng AC ay equal, let's say, sa 11 meters, therefore, BD also measures 11 meters. Okay? Laging congruent yung dalawang diagonals ng ating trapezoid. Another example. Okay, let's say this is trapezoid ROSE. So, meron tayong diagonal RS and diagonal OE. Let's say that RS measures 31 centimeters. Ano yung measure ng OE? If RS measures 31 centimeters, OE also measures 31 centimeters. Kasi nga, the diagonals of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. Okay, next. So, let's have example number 3. Okay. So, we are given isosceles trapezoid A, B, C, D. So, ang sabi dito, we have AC. So, yung isang diagonal natin. AC measures 4x plus 4. And BD measures 2x plus 10. So, what is the measure of AC? Take note that AC is congruent to BD, since they are the diagonals of the given trapezoid. Ibig sabihin, the measure of AC is just equal to the measure of BD. Okay? So, isa-substitute natin. So, AC is equal to 4x plus 4. And BD measures 2x plus 10. So, simplify natin lahat ng may variable sa left side at lahat ng constant ay ilagay natin sa right side. So, we have here 4x. Lipat natin yung positive 2x, magiging minus 2x. And this is equal to 10. Lipat natin yung 4. So, from positive, magiging negative 4. Simplifying, we have 4x minus 2x. This will give us 2x. And 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. Now, dividing both sides by 2, cancel this out. We have now x is equal to 3. So, this is now the value of x. Pero, ang hinahanap natin ay ang measure ng diagonal AC. So, take note that the measure of diagonal AC is equal to 4x plus 4. So, ang gagawin lang natin ay substitute yung nakuha nating value ng x. We have here 4 times the value of x, which is 3 plus 4. So, 4 times 3, this will give you 12. Okay? Plus 4. So, if we're going to add 12 plus 4, we can get that the measure of diagonal AC is equal to 16 units. So, this is now the measure of diagonal AC. Okay? So, that's it for our video. I hope you learned something today. Thank you everyone, and God bless us all.